welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space in my backyard. So it is July around the world. That dog. So it is July all around the world. Specifically though, in Virginia, Zone 7B, it is not too late to plant. So it's also not too late to still be harvested. It's also not too early to harvest seeds. So tonight, I'm gonna replant some things. I'm gonna harvest some seeds on some things, and I'm gonna keep picking my harvest. So if you are not new here, you know I've had some issues with germination on things that I really wanted, like my delicata squash. I may be saying that wrong. But like my delicata squash. You know, I planted some beans a little while ago and didn't get any germination. I think the soil was too wet. I honestly think they just rotted. I had pulled things out of that bed, realized the soil was really dry, and so I like super overwatered it. Which is probably good for the plants that were in there, not so good for new bean seeds. So we're gonna replant those. So I brought my seed container with me outside tonight because we're gonna plant some things, specifically my delicata squash. We're gonna try that again. I really want those. And so we live in a long growing season where our first frost is not until sometime in November. So we're gonna go ahead and plant out in July for that. And then we have seeds, which I told you about. We have seed pods, which I told you about in another video. Like, these are snapdragons. This is the seed pod. I hope you can see that. And we're just gonna turn it over and get all of those seeds out of there. You see that? We're gonna do quite a bit of those, and we're gonna save them. These are going back in the bed because I could get volunteers. And I've heard people ask what volunteers are. Volunteers are seeds you did not plant. When you plant flowers and it goes to seed, most plants you're gonna get the seed directly from the plant. That's the case with snapdragons. And so I have some foxgloves that I could probably get seeds from. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna replant, we're gonna harvest seeds, we're gonna harvest food. So in the case of these snapdragons, I have a brown paper bag. I'm going to write snapdragons on it. I'm not going to sit out here and literally take all of the seeds out right now. Because they are super dry and they'll all end up pretty much falling out into this bag on their own. So what I'm gonna do is just cut this whole top of the flower off. So right there, all of those are seed pods. All of them are seed pods. And we're just gonna drop them down into the bag, just like that. And you can kind of beat it around, just like that. And all the seeds are gonna fall out into the bag. There were new ones starting to grow, but we're gonna go ahead and take those seeds for next year. Let's see if you can see in there. A little bit. They're very small seeds. Snapdragon seeds are small seeds. And then I have seed envelopes in the house, and I'm just gonna put them all in there. And so when I cut, I'm cutting at a part where it could still branch off and grow more. But for now, we're gonna worry about getting those seeds out of there. I'm cutting right above a spot where more can come. And that way, my plants will still live, hopefully give me more shoots, and I'll get more flowers. There are so many seeds in these few pods that I'm pulling out. It'll give me snapdragons for a long time coming after this season. I'm trying to get better at saving seeds. And I've said this before in my videos, that when you save seeds from a plant that has grown in your area, in your garden, it makes them a bit more resilient to your area. So I do like doing this. I haven't always been the best at doing it, but I am trying this year. I'll be starting seeds for fall, and while I have a lot of snapdragons in my garden already, I'd like some more. And this way, I don't have to go and purchase more. I can use the seeds that came from these plants that I grew in my garden. This plant over here has a whole bunch of seed pods. So we're gonna go ahead and move over there. The asparagus is literally trying to take over, y'all. I need to tie it up again. And I missed every last new asparagus that grew this week. Like, completely forgot to come and harvest them. Look at all of those. All gonna have seeds inside of them. And I don't have to sit here and get them out now. I could literally just throw these all in a bag and do it later. But right now, just for the sake of showing you, you see all those seeds down there in the bottom? That's a lot of seeds. So if you remember, we have tomatoes over in the compost pile. There's 2 left. We have lost quite a few tomato plants. So we're gonna go ahead and take those out and put them in a bag. And then we're gonna go ahead and get to, hey, there's a beautiful dahlia. I just spotted it. Like, oh my God, I love dahlias, y'all. It's so pretty. I'm gonna show y'all, but I know I cut off what I was saying. Anyway, we're gonna go get those, put them in a bag, and then we're gonna get to planting seeds. But I gotta show y'all this very, very pretty dahlia. It was hiding, y'all. Look at it. It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. I really like dahlias. Like, those are one of the flowers that when they start blooming in the garden, I just love to see them. I love to see them. And every time I see them, I get this feeling and I'm like, oh, a dahlia. Don't talk about my compost pile too bad, y'all. Like, these are the little sticky things that's just growing everywhere, all over my yard. I don't know what kind of plant it is. And then cucamelons never seem to die, no matter what you do. So this is cucamelon. I did not plant it. I don't want to throw it anywhere other than the compost pile because I did not enjoy them the first time I did plant them. And I think that was like my first year of, my second year of gardening. And they come back over here every year and they grow very nicely, but I don't like them. So I need to clean that, but right now we're not gonna worry about it. We are going to, ooh, something in my eye. We're gonna grab these tomatoes and we're gonna act like we didn't see this compost pile. Look at these cucamelons. This is banana. They everywhere. I also need to dig and put this stuff in the compost pile too. Like, y'all, it's just a mess over here, honestly. I need to clean up over here in general. Yeah, we're not gonna do it tonight though. We're not gonna do it tonight. But oh my goodness. Yeah, cucamelons also will take over everything. Everything. Uh-oh, almost grabbed that sticky thing. That would have been tragic. Tragic. But yeah, we gotta get this stuff from over here. It's a mess. It's where I throw everything, over in this corner. And then everything seems to just take over. These sticky things gotta go. But let's grab these tomatoes. Alright, let's see here. One thing about it, I know I'm making decent compost because everything wants to grow in it. And someone mentioned that I shouldn't put plastic around my compost pile because it's going to deteriorate. You're absolutely right, but it's already here. So maybe if I ever redo it, I'll think about worrying about that, but not today, or probably anytime in the near future. Didn't get many roots, but I didn't with the other ones either, so we won't worry about it. And I have no idea what type of tomato plants these are. It'll be a surprise to you and I.
Hi, D.
So I think this is actually 2. Actually, yeah, that's 2. So we got 3. My stepfather and his friend are fixing the AC, hopefully for the last time this year. So that's what you're hearing in the background. I have a very loud family. You've met my dad, and now you just heard my stepfather. They have very, very loud family members. So, you know, we had, oh, let me show you the sucker that we pulled off and just stuck in the dirt. Show you that really quick since we are moving tomatoes right now. Perfect time to show you. So that's it. Still growing. Trying to throw some suckers out. Just got to give it a little bit of time. It'll work, y'all. It will work to replace your dying plants. And I want to show you the other one that I don't show often. I just kind of do it as a quick comment. We got to tie that one up tonight because it has fallen over and it's like super tall. But I'm going to show you in a minute. I need some gloves. Not because I don't want my hands in the dirt, because I want to save these beautiful nails. My nail lady was like on it this time. She said, you want a design? And I was like, yeah. She said, what you want? I said, just do whatever you want to do. And that's what she came up with, y'all. Beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and drop this one in the bag. It's a lot of worms in this bag. Not sure how it got in here, but I ain't complaining. How they got in here, it's a good amount of them in there. Alright, this was the bag where we put the other sucker in and it did not survive, but we're gonna do that and we good to go. I don't think y'all can see that, it's behind the T-post, but there we go. So we gonna do that with the rest of these too, in the bags where we've lost tomatoes. So here's another bag right here. This one I'm a bit worried only because I don't know how much sun it's gonna get, but we're gonna try it anyway because it's pretty shaded, but we're gonna put it in here anyway and see what happens. We don't get, like I said, we don't have a lot of roots, but we're just gonna have to give it a little bit of time. Is this one? It only has a few left on it. We're gonna go ahead and pull that one out too tonight. Go ahead and drop that in here. It is kind of good because it has some height to it, so that's a plus on this. Maybe we can get it to successfully start growing because it's not super short. So we got that one in. We're gonna go ahead and cut this one out. Look at that. Some feverfew self-seeded in that bag. It's pretty cool. I could go drop it somewhere, but I don't really have anywhere for it to put it. So we're gonna, well, I take that back. I'm just gonna drop it over here in the flower bed. Gonna drop it right here in this hole. And I think it'll grow back. Just like that. Yep. Go ahead and take this out. I don't know what I did with my snips, but I kind of need the whole plant out anyway. 1, 3 right there. They don't look that good anyway. I'm gonna drop this other one down in here. Taking off the lower leaves because we're planting it as deep as we can in this bag. With a little bit of a tilt, just like that. Slide it up in here, and we're gonna see some transplant shock, but it should bounce back. I just remember our GrubTerra treats came in today, and my girls, they love them. Look at them. Look at them. They absolutely love them. So this is black soldier fly larva. It helps with the way they lay, how much they lay. Look at them. They are good for, like, they do eggshells and things. Look, they absolutely love them, y'all. Oh, I almost dropped that bag. They don't want to eat out my hand now because they are on the ground. But they absolutely love them. I don't know where the baby's at. Look, they love them, they love them. So this is a 1 pound bag. They have 5 pound bags, I think. They have 10 pound bags. Good for chickens, reptiles, fish, birds. It helps to make stronger eggshells. Also keeps the feathers healthy looking. They are farm-raised larvae, and it helps with calcium. It has more calcium in it. So I'm gonna throw some over into the coop because that's where the babies are. But that scared them to death apparently. They jumped everywhere. You want some? Oh, you guys are terrible. Let her have some. I'm just gonna throw a few everywhere because they're still all getting used to each other, if you will. It's getting better though. So, hello ladies. We gotta clean this area up, not today. Kind of like the compost pile needs to be cleaned, but we're not gonna do it today because we got other stuff to do. I can give these to the quail too, which I will. I need to get them some food and water and stuff. Kind of took a break because it's getting late out here, but we still gonna get our stuff planted. I may put you in time lapse for that because we still need to get it planted. Oh, there's a tree going bye-bye on my side. So if you have chickens and you are interested, there will be a link to a discount code below. My discount code, I'm not exactly sure in this moment what my discount code is or the percentage, but GrubTerra, black soldier fly larva, my chickens love them. So if you remember, this is my delicate squash that did not make it due to vine borer. We're gonna try and plant those again, just like direct sow them right now in July. Probably we'll get a super late harvest on them if we get a harvest at all, but I think we will. Let me grab my seeds. We're gonna read the back of the seed packet. Oh, that was my moringa. I just made a mistake and pulled out. But here's the thing. It wasn't gonna amount to much at this point anyway. So it's cool, I'm not tripping. It's a little bit of a root left. Maybe we'll just put it back because we know how I do. We're just gonna put it back. That nasturtium didn't make it that I was telling y'all about, but we're gonna drop that moringa back in there. See if anything comes of it. Oh, the tomato I was telling y'all about. I'm gonna turn you around real quick. It's right over here. It is right here. It's huge, y'all. This is the sucker that we pulled out. Look at it. I need to tie it up. That was just a sucker that we pulled off a plant, stuck it in the ground, and it's growing. But I'm gonna tie it to this trellis and let it keep growing. There's flowers on it already. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me go find the stuff to tie it up with. All right, so she's right there, all tied up. Goes all the way up here. Oh, you can't see, but it's a very tall tomato plant that came from a sucker. I'm telling y'all, early in the year, if you start pulling suckers, you can root them if you want in water. You can just stick them in the soil. They're still gonna grow for you. It's an easy way, especially this time of year when your main tomato plants are dying out. You can do this. That's what I did. And of course, the ones out of the compost pile was a plus. But I did this, and then there's the one over there that we always talk about because it's the first one I did, but it does work. All right, let's grab these squash seeds real quick because we also want to go ahead and get the beans planted tonight before we lose the sun. So I keep my seeds in this. It's just a photo keeper, and I got it from Michael's. A couple people have asked me that, and I answered your question, but in case someone else was wondering and just didn't want to ask, that's what it is. They have the little containers in them. I write on mine, but of course you can do like labels and stuff if you want to. So let's see, let's hope I have, yes, I still have some, thank goodness. So I don't see how many days to maturity, but I'm sure I probably could get a few. So these are the squash that I really love. They have the taste of sweet potato, and they were delicious. I would put them in the oven with a little bit of butter, and like, you need no sugar, you need nothing else. It was delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and plant these out on this trellis again. It's July, and we're seeing what we can do in July. So I'm gonna plant more than I would like, just so that, y'all look at my asters. I caught a glimpse of them in the camera. They're so pretty. So we're gonna put a couple of these down here. And I'm gonna say I'm gonna put two at each one of these, just cause I want any of them that I can get. And then I'm gonna do my best, cause we know how I am, at keeping this area watered so that we can hopefully get some delicata squash. We're gonna do it at all of these points. And we're gonna do 2. These seeds are from last year, so 2 should be enough as long as I keep it wet. I am all out of leaves, which I never thought I would hear myself say with all the trees around us. We'll water those in before we go in the house. This one may not do too well because the squash is right here, but this squash plant is still doing so well. I refuse to take it out because it may be a zucchini. No, it's a squash. I see a little squash on it. I refuse to take them out because I don't have good luck with squash and zucchini because of the vine borers. So if it is growing, I am absolutely leaving it. You know what? Since I'm here and we have some space down here, because that was a squash plant that a vine borer got, we're gonna go ahead and drop some of these scallop squash down here too. Right here, we're gonna drop a scallop squash. This was a marigold. Maybe now that it has like it's not being shaded, it might start to grow. We're just gonna leave it. So we're gonna do 2 right here. Yeah, it's kind of close, but it's also end of the year. Well, coming close. It's not end of the year. I don't know why I said that. All right, so scallop squash planted, and we're gonna water it in later, like I said. All right, let's move on to getting some more beans in that spot where they did not come up. And then I'm just looking at other places. So like right on the front of the trellis where we cleaned, I could put something there. So we're just gonna start dropping seeds tonight, y'all. So this is absolutely not your first time seeing me plant these beans here, but it is, oh look, we got a few beans that we can pick on these plants over here. Whew. I'm rushing now, y'all. I don't wanna lose the light. I came home and took a nap. We went school clothes shopping today. My daughter goes back to school Monday. And so that's what we did most of our day. But all right, let's plant some more beans, y'all. There's a few in here, though. I'll go ahead and grab them. They're kind of small, probably overwatered. Oh Lord, y'all don't pay me no mind. Y'all know I'm out here enjoying myself. All right. So of course, these are gonna be bush beans. It's not too late in my area to plant pole beans, but I'm not planting pole beans in this bed because they would have nothing to run up. So we're just gonna do some bush beans. And I'm not gonna be too fancy about it. Whatever pack I pull, which was this pack, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in here. This is a mix, so we're gonna do this again. And I'm not gonna measure the space, just gonna put them in here. Like I said in a video before, you can do 9 in a square foot, but we just gonna throw them in here tonight. It's that time of year where you could be tired, but you also still want to have beds full of food. And so that's how we rolling tonight. Big old rock. That's how we rolling tonight. And I'm gonna do 1 seed each. These are new seeds. I normally do 2, but I'm gonna do 1 this time. Somewhat of an experiment for myself. So that was that whole pack. Hopefully they germinate because I'm gonna need to save them. Gonna need to save the seeds to get more. Yeah, it's not super wet here anymore, so that's a plus.
Already did.
Okay, have a fun time. All right, that's planted. Now, let's go over here and see what we want to plant over in the bed by the, what are those things called? Cantaloupe. That's finally starting to grow. I'm thinking I'm going to do a different type of squash, honestly. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I love that little thing, y'all. Just in case you wonder how I keep my seeds, like, I really like keeping them that way too. These are seeds someone gave me. Oh, one of my people on my teams at work. These are seeds that was sent to me from a viewer, but they're pole beans, so they are on the other trellis over there. The trellis that took a little bit longer to get started. So let's go drop some squash over there. So if your garden is, you know, dying out a little bit and you're like, what can I do? Just start dropping seeds. Of course, look for your last frost date and stuff, because you don't want to be out here doing all that work for something that never had a chance. But if it's something that, you know, you have the time for, just drop some more. See what you can do. Because that's exactly what I'm doing. There's apparently someone in front of my house. Who is that? Oh, my kid is about to leave. I guess he's riding with his dad. All right, let's see here, y'all. We're gonna drop some more squash. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop some more squash. I think that's a good idea. Oh, I left my little thing that I dig with over on the other side. Let's see. Let's try early prolific. Early prolific has a short maturity date, 45 days. So we're going to do some early prolific over here. And I'm going to apparently give my nails to the garden. I'm going to try not to do too much. But yeah. All right. And I am going to put 2 down here, 45 days. There's plenty of time left to get some more squash in my area. Just enough for these holes. So I'm gonna have to make sure I keep it watered if I want to get these seeds. Plants, not seeds. All right, so I think that's pretty much what I wanted to do tonight. I just wanted to get some seeds in these bare spots. Wanted to get those tomatoes out of the compost pile and into a bag so they can start getting, you know, settled. And I wanted to harvest my food. So let's do a little bit of watering together while we listen to a little bit of upbeat music. Y'all know the music, I love it too. Let's do that, and then I'm going to the house and I'm gonna say goodnight to y'all. I hope y'all had a good Saturday. I've had a good Saturday. Like, when I can get a nap in, it's amazing. Look at this onion, y'all. And it's still growing. I'm so excited. Y'all know I don't have the best luck with root vegetables, but look at it. I love that. And I got another one over here that's still growing too. They both feel like they're about to, you know, fall over. There's some right here. That one is still pretty thick. That one is still pretty thick. There's some still down there. Yeah, I'm very happy with my onion harvest in general this year, but those that are still growing and actually like bulbing nicely, I'm very excited with those. The butterfly, blue butterfly flower is still going up the trellis. So yeah, I'm telling you, y'all, it's something about gardening, and it's something about seeing something that you didn't think was gonna survive. It's something about, you know, actually growing the food that you want to grow. It's just something about it, and it has caught me, and it's keeping me. Also, here's tonight's harvest: some flowers, some tomatoes, eggs, some beans, and then some seeds. Seeds are harvest too. They really are. They'll keep your garden going. That's my harvest tonight, though. They'll keep your garden going, so and you won't have to spend money every year to buy seeds. So make sure you save your seeds. I have not always been the best at saving my seeds, but I'm trying to do better. You get better every year as a gardener, right? You get better every year. So the sun is about to go down. I'm getting everything up, put it on the porch, and then we're gonna water, and we're gonna go in the house for the night. Look at the lights, y'all. I love the lights too. I love that thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram where I post about the things going on in the garden almost every day. Bye, y'all.